Hey guys, Cody from Bar 7 Ranch. It's December the 7th and it's time for another round of Advent reading. So like I told you last night to mark the book of Luke in your Bible, we're going to be back there again tonight. We're going to be in Luke chapter 1 verses 18 through 25. If you're just now seeing this, we're going to do a reading every single night leading up to Christmas where we celebrate the birth of Christ. If you haven't been with us yet, go back in the playlist below and check it out and find all the other ones and get caught up before you watch this one. Luke chapter 1 verses 18 through 25. So last night we saw that Zacharias was visited by an angel and told that his wife Elizabeth, who had been barren all these years, was going to bear him a son. So let's see his response. And Zacharias said to the angel, "How shall I know this? For I am an old man, and my wife is well advanced in years." And the angel answered and said to him, "I am Gabriel, who stands in the presence of God, and was sent to speak to you and bring you these glad tidings. But behold, you will be mute and not able to speak until the day that these things take place, because you did not believe my words, which will be fulfilled in their own time." And the people waited for Zacharias and marveled that he lingered so long in the temple. But when he came out, he could not speak to them, and they perceived that he had seen a vision in the temple, for he beckoned to them and remained speechless. So it was, as soon as those days of his service were completed, that he departed to his own house. Now after those days his wife Elizabeth conceived, and she hid herself 5 months, saying, "Thus the Lord has dealt with me in the days when he looked on me to take away my reproach among people." So guys, what we see here is that Zacharias is like, man, how am I going to know that this is something for real? How am I going to know I'm not just making this up, or that I just, had a dream or a vision about this that was my own doing, not from the Lord? And Gabriel reassured him that, hey, I'm sent from God, but because you questioned me, because you didn't have the faith to trust that I'm telling you the truth, you're going to be mute until this child is born. He goes on home. It says that when he came out of the temple there, the people were around him waiting to talk to him, and he couldn't speak to them, and they figured something happened to him while he was in there. He gets home and his wife Elizabeth conceives, but she hides the pregnancy. Now, I don't know for sure why. Maybe she thought, well, I've been all these years, Zacharias and I have been married. My husband can't speak. He can't confirm that I'm pregnant by him. Maybe she didn't want someone else to think, hey, while her husband was gone, she was stepping out on him or something. I don't know, but the main thing here is that there was a miracle performed here, that a barren woman from a long marriage conceived, and she's going to have a son to be born to her. Now, I asked you last night if you could figure out who it was. We hadn't got into it yet, but keep thinking about that if you don't know. Maybe read ahead if you want to, and see if you can figure out who this child is going to be. As always, remember, I love you, God bless you, and y'all keep praying.